Morning, ladies! It's Friday, even though that's several days after Tuesday. I totally forgot to post on Tuesday. In fact, I forgot to post the other week because I have been so out of it with exhaustion that I just totally forgot. This is my costume for the Renaissance Fair on Sunday. Mom and I are going. I tried to get the coolest peasant dress I could find. It's a really breathable cotton peasant dress. It's pretty blue that I like. And I got this mask because it makes it look decorative and pretty without like being totally overwhelmed. But it's not something that I have to wear, and it was pretty cheap, so I'm excited about it. So the plan is Sunday in the morning. The parade is at 11 a.m. and so Spunky and I are going to be in the parade. I'm borrowing a neighbor that I met a couple houses down. She's really sweet, but she has this big radio flyer wagon, and so she let me borrow it and decorate it up for the parade. And I have pillows piled up in it, and it's got this little kind of like black drapey fabric. It was basically a Halloween decoration, and I put that around it with some orange leaves to try and make it look like one of those treehouse things that the Ewoks live in, because Spunky's going to be an Ewok. And so I'll pull him along, and I have this really awesome R2-D2 dress, which is highly comfortable, but it's slightly too small. Unfortunately, the sizes ran a little bit smaller on this Hot Topic dress than they did on my other one, and so if I wash it, it probably won't fit me. But it's really cute, and one of the things I like about it, I don't know how well you can see it on here, is it's mesh in the back, and so that'll really help with my sweating and the heat issues. So I'm just super excited to be doing it. When the lady called to talk about the parade plans and stuff, I was the only pet entry so far, so last year there were less than 5 of us. Which means that if there weren't that many pet entries, then I might have a pretty good shot at getting the overall best pet prize. I can't remember. It's something like pet overall, but if you get that one, you get a $25 cash prize. So fingers crossed that we get that one. After the parade, I'm going to change into the Renaissance dress and meet Mom, and we'll hang out at the Renaissance Fair, and then we'll go over to the award ceremony and then go back to the Renaissance Fair. So I'm really hoping that my energy reserves last the entire day, because they have been super depleted lately. I've just been sleeping days and days at a time and having to cancel appointments because I'm so drained of energy that I'm throwing up walking across the room. It's just miserable. I think the big problem is that I've been doing a lot more. I've been getting out of the house more. I've been doing physical therapy like twice a week. Hold on a second. Spunky, come here, honey. I have the camera tripod over the thing that he uses to jump on the bed, and so he's kind of freaking out on the floor. But anyway, so I've had physical therapy twice a week. And then I've been going out to the video game store doing stuff with Mom. Mom's been coming up to play video games on her Xbox One that she won. We've been playing the Lego Movie game, and it's actually been super fun, and I really enjoy playing it with her. So she gets super excited about playing it, and it's special. I missed having her as my best friend, because growing up when I was little, she really was like pretty much my closest and best friend. Even through middle school, I used to go and eat my lunch behind her desk in the library so that we could have extra time together when she worked at my school. It was just, she was the person I trusted most in the world and everything, and that's part of what made our falling out during high school and my college life so painful, is because she was like my mommy, and she and I were so super close, and I'm really loving having that relationship back again. But she's been coming up to play games because she had her birthday was on the 17th, and then she came up not too long after that because Grandma had the laptop she had bought my grandma wasn't working properly, and she had to get it returned and then get a new one, so she was bringing the new laptop up and everything, and so she was doing that stuff before I was recovered from the previous visits, because we had free comic book day and her birthday, and what else did we have in there? We had the board game night and all these things that we were doing, and I just kept getting up to do things before my body was ready, and my body was telling me, you don't have the energy to do that, you should be in bed, you should be sleeping, and I'm like, but no, I have to do this because this and this. And so this last week my body said, no, you have borrowed energy on the future, and now is the future, now is time to pay it back. So I had to sleep for pretty much this entire last week. I would just go to the bathroom and eat something. If I tried to make more effort than doing those two things, I was vomiting from the pain and the exhaustion. It was pretty freaking over the edge. If I tried to do too much, the pain spiked to like migraine levels, and it was just like someone was driving a spike through the center of my head, and I wanted to cry. I had several days where I tried to do stuff despite being exhausted, and I was just weeping uncontrollably. It's very not fun to deal with. I hate the fact I can't even read when I'm in this state because my comprehension levels go out the freaking window. So yeah, I've been really over the edge, but because I've been resting so much and just listening to my body and not trying to fight it anymore, I'm starting to recover and feel better. So hopefully Sunday will be freaking awesome. I can't wait to tell you about it. The last few years I've tried having mom or grandma operate my camera and film me in the parade, but it never seems to work out very well because neither of them is very mechanically inclined. And so instead I'm going to keep the camera with me and have some of the other people take pictures of me and Spunky with the wagon to show you. And maybe I'll either post them on Facebook or try and edit them in here. The reason I usually do the one-take videos is because I've gotten to the point where editing sends me in tears, which is sad because it used to be my favorite thing, but there's so much technicalities and stuff involved that almost every time I actually try to edit, I end up sobbing, and the pain just gets ridiculous. Yeah, so sorry, 6 pounds gets a little heavy after a while. One of the things that's super cool, you know, I've been decorating my room and making it more nerdy awesome. So these cost, after shipping and handling, about $10 a piece. I got 2 of them, and they're this really like silky smooth pillowcases, which is both a good thing and a bad thing. It's a good thing because they're cool to put your head against and they just feel nice and cozy. But it's a bad thing because if you try to put things on top of them or get them to stay places, they slide. So I both love and hate the silkiness. But it's got this beautiful Van Gogh Starry Night TARDIS thing on it, and I'm just loving it. I'm slowly getting my room more and more nerdy awesome, and it makes it feel like home. It's been, I don't know if I've ever had a place that felt like home like this, and it's because I've been making the efforts to really decorate and decorate not just a hodgepodge of things, but decorate as an adult with things that are more quality, more matchy, more meant to last. Like I'm planning on spray painting my furniture pieces that aren't black so that they all match. And amazingly enough, it looks like it takes up less space when they all match. Who knew? Like a little decorating 101 from someone who doesn't decorate that much. And then the other thing I wanted to tell you is Lake County has a summer reading program, and adults get to do it too. And I think that they have libraries participating in it all over California, if you go to your local library page, I don't know if it's all over the US, but I'm pretty sure that other counties in California are doing this. Anyways, if you go to their local library's page, there should be a thing for a summer reading program, and you click on that, and then you go and you click on the adults summer reading program, and it's like every 200 pages that you read, you get an entry in towards a drawing that they do. And I'm guessing they're doing a drawing. There's going to be a party in Lake County. The party for the adults is the evening on August 3rd, so I'm super excited to be going to that. And then when you read 1,000 pages, they donate a book in the library, and then like on the inside cover, like right in here or here, it has a little sticker that says this book was donated by Friends of the Library in honor of Brittany Hazelton's reading achievements in the Summer Reading Program 2016. So whenever somebody reads whatever book that is that they choose to buy, they'll see that it was donated because I read a lot of pages. So it happened, the start of the program happened to coincide with me picking up a ton of books. I think we checked out like 14 books from the library. Almost all of them are Doctor Who. One of them is the newest Rick Riordan book, The Trials of Apollo, and book 1 is The Hidden Oracle. Okay, I was right. Anyways, and in this one, it's kind of in the Percy Jackson series, in that whole universe, and apparently the god Apollo has been punished by Zeus, I guess it would be, to live in a human form. And so it starts out with him in human form in, I'm guessing it's in Manhattan, because that's usually where the series is set, and Manhattan is where Olympus is. So yeah, it's just really cool. I love his books. I can't wait to start reading it. I need to put this on the top of my list of things to read, because I'm pretty sure that this being such a new book, they only have 2 copies available right now, and they've only gotten processed in the last month. So I'm pretty sure that there's lots of requests on for this one. I think last time I checked there were 20 requests, and I was 5th at the time. Obviously I moved up on the list. So I have to finish that one. The other ones I might be able to renew. Then I've also been reading a lot of the Doctor Who novels. This one's got Tennant and Martha Jones, and Martha Jones is kind of a meh companion, but I love Tennant. This one has Matt Smith one. This one has the 9th Doctor. He's not bad. He was fantastic. I know, that was lame. This one has Matt Smith, The Plague of the Cybermen. So far I found that reading the Doctor Who novels is like reading brand new episodes with the Doctors and the companions. Especially when I'm reading something like The Doctor and Donna, or the 10th Doctor and Rose, and those ones especially. I feel like I'm reading a whole new episode with my favorite characters, and you can hear the characters' voices and everything. It's so much fun. Another thing that I started getting into, that I'm going to have to buy some of these. I don't own any yet, but I definitely need to buy myself some. I don't know, Elizabeth, would you be interested in one of these for your birthday? I know your birthday's in July, and I have to plan my shopping ahead, like a month ahead. And I don't know, if you would like a Doctor Who graphic novel, I know that you like those Japanese manga books, so I'm pretty sure you would love this Doctor Who graphic novels. I don't know who your favorite Doctor is, but this one is Omnibus, and it's all about the 10th Doctor. There's 2 of them. There's Omnibus 1 and Omnibus 2. This is the one, and they're huge. This one's like 416 pages. So it's this massive book. It's really, awesome, and it's a freaking Doctor Who comic book. They introduce new companions. Sometimes they'll show some of the favorite companions that you know and love from the series, but a lot of times they introduce new companions that are very specific to the comic book series. And I've read some of the Doctor Who comics from their free comic book day comics, and I liked that small introduction. So when I saw that the library had tons of Doctor Who comics available, I was like, what the hey, I'm gonna go ahead and check these out, and they're amazing. So yes, Elizabeth, please let me know if you would like any of the Doctor Who graphic novels, and if so, which Doctor you want. Because otherwise, I'm just going to get you something completely random and Doctor Who themed, and I'm not really sure exactly what you would want. I think I have a couple of keychains that I was considering getting you that were like those little Funko with the big heads and stuff. I think there was like an 11th and a 10th Doctor I was considering getting you, and I was also considering getting you like a little adipose doll, because there's some that are only like 6 something right now. But I think this is more you. I just don't want to get you something you already have or something you don't want. Anyways, I know I've been rambling for quite a while, and like I said, I feel sick. I can't edit these. But before I go, I do want to say that Betty, I've really enjoyed watching your last several videos. I'm so glad that you and Danny had an awesome nerdy date and seeing Hank Green. I had no idea he was a nerd fighter. I don't know if he was before you met him or if you converted him, but it sounds like you had a super amazing night and a really special time together. So I can't believe you got to dance with Hank Green, that he was like so close to you you could touch him. That is just completely amazing. And I hope that your Relay for Life thing turned out great. I know that you had that event like this last weekend or so. It was very recent, I know, because I saw the pictures on Facebook. But I hope you were able to raise lots of money in honor of my favorite Thayer mom. You know, she was really there for me when my mom wasn't, and that was one of the really special things about your mom. I wish I could have seen her more before the end. It was too bad. I was so sick. I didn't want to get her sick and risk losing her sooner. But I'm glad that you got to have lots of special memories together that last year after she got diagnosed. I know that you spent a lot of time doing things together, and I know those are memories you're going to treasure forever. And that I'm sure she's looking down wherever she is. Her spirit is probably very proud of you for all the Relay for Life things that you've been doing in her name. So yeah, I'm really glad you're doing that. Anyways, I miss you girls. I was just thinking of you the other day, Shelly. I was having this weird dream. There was something in it where like something that had to do with suicide or something. I don't know exactly what it was that brought me to that point, but I started remembering when you did that junior project and I helped you my senior year, and we had like the fake blood shots and took all the pictures and stuff, and yeah, I was totally thinking of you, and I have no idea how my brain got to that point in the dream, but yeah, it was definitely something. I was like, oh, shells, I miss my shells. I wish that we had gotten to know each other in high school as well as we did in college, because I feel like when we were at Yuba together, we connected on a level that I never got to know you when I was in high school with you. I only knew you on a very shallow level in high school. And it turns out that you're pretty awesome, and we had a lot more in common than I realized. But I had so many other awesome friendships like the Thayers that I never took the time to really get to know you closer until everybody else was gone. So I'm kind of sad about that, but I love you just the same. I hope that Sergio, or I don't know his name. I know he's very sweet and also has chronic illness, anyways, I hope he's doing good. And are you guys married yet, or are you still just engaged? Because, yeah. But next time, if you are planning on coming to Lake County soon, you definitely have to let me know ahead of time so that I can try and either come and see you or have you come over to my house and play some games. It's a little bit hard because I can't drive, but I need to make sure I see you and your awesome face. And Elizabeth, I don't know if I've said it recently, but congratulations on your new job. I know that it was something that you were really crossing your fingers for and looking forward to, so I'm really happy for you. I'm hoping that we'll be able to settle things out where we're not strapped for cash and stuff, and you can actually come and visit me. It's frustrating that we don't even have the gas to go back and forth to Sacramento to pick you up from the airport and then take you back when you leave. Never mind extra food money. I mean, we're just like strapped for cash this month. The Coco getting that foxtail in her ear cost us like $400 worth of vet bills. It was ridiculous. So, and I have rambled for much longer than I intended. I miss you, all you girls, and I wish that we were all here together. I'll have much more to talk about next time, and I can't wait to see your faces. Bye.